recently realized that the world of the brides is an amazing one.
Oh, how so?
There's now customization of heels. Did you know that, baby?
No.
So I was
that?
introduced to this place. I think it's based in Indonesia. So I placed the order online where you can customize your own pair of wedding heels. So there's all sorts of color. You want like ivory, white, cream, like different shades. And the most important thing is on the sole of the wedding heel, you can laser carve whatever you want on it. Like you can even design a logo for you and your other half and have it like carved on the sole of the wedding heel.
So what did you do?
I did that. I went to GPT, I created a logo for us, and then they carved it on the wedding heel.
Hey, that actually makes sense because you are my soulmate.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Some brides might prefer to go for branded heels like Jimmy Choo, stuff like that. But I just found like, hey, this is another option that is very specialized and very personal that people can consider at a more affordable rate.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Approve.
Aw, thank you for your support.
You're welcome.
On that note, in this episode, we're going to be talking about support systems. I think support system is very important, more than just our family, our friends as well. So we're going to answer this question by Surprise Bacon here today.
Surprised.
Do you hang out with each other's friends? Wow.
Very good question.
Sometimes in a relationship, support doesn't just stem from either of us. It also comes from our family and our social circles as well.
Agreed.
So in this episode, we are going to unpack the topic of friends.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Hazel.
Hey, my name is James.
And you're tuning into
The Couples Classroom.
Counting down the days till we say I do.
Did you know that this Oxford researcher called Robin Dunbar has actually proved a phenomenon called dyadic withdrawal?
What is that?
DYADIC, dyadic withdrawal, is basically the phenomenon when you get attached to someone, you tend to lose about 2 close friends.
When you get attached to someone, you tend to lose 2 close friends. I'm just thinking whether this is happening in my life.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense because according to this researcher, time and your emotional energy has to be channeled to your other half. And therefore, you get less resources to spend with your friends, right?
Yep.
And in a modern setting like Singapore, there's also something called the network overlap.
Oh.
And that is your friends may actually be friends of my friends. You know what I mean?
Correct. Because Singapore is so small.
Exactly.
Everybody is friends with everybody. Or at least mutual friends.
Yeah. So 2 social circles may merge into one support system.
Okay, yep.
In a society like Singapore, I guess it's also about navigating my friends to our friends and just, navigating that support system for both of us.
Yep.
Do you feel like time with our friends have shifted after being together?
I would say yes. A little bit of a background. When I was in like my poly days, I used to have a lot of friends. But after I started working while I was in poly, like I was doing like piano tutoring, I realized my time is stretched. And after class, I got to rush to work. And then it'll go on like that for years, for almost throughout my whole poly journey days. So to the point that I miss opportunities to really build connection with my friends. It's always just in class. And afterwards, if they were to go out to party or go out to hang out, I won't be able to make it. I will have to rush to work. So because of that, I feel like I don't have that strong friend support from my poly days or even my national service days. Yeah, so right now, I don't have a lot of friends. I can count the number of really, really close friends with one hand.
But I think that's good, Like, you don't need a lot of friends to operate.
Correct.
You just need a few close friends who will be always there for you.
Yeah, and I realized the fact that I don't have many friends when I was planning for the wedding, when I was doing guest lists.
Okay.
And then you were asking me, hey, do you want to invite your friends? So I'm like, sure, let's invite my friends. Then, how many friends do I have? I've got less than 10 friends. I've got a lot of family members coming though. So it's the ratio of my family members to friends, it's lopsided. It's like I've got less than 10 friends and I've got like many, many family members coming to the wedding. So yeah, then I realized, hey, I actually do not have a lot of friends. But does that bother me? No. No, I prefer to have a few close ones that I can really give them my quality time than many friends where I couldn't give them my quality time. That's my personal opinion.
Zooming on this special group of friends, after we got together, do you feel like your social life with them has become more planned or more spontaneous?
I think one thing I realized, and one thing you do really well, which I want to compliment you, is that when we got together, you will always initiate for a meetup with my friends together. And you always say, hey, baby, bring them over to our house. Let's have hot pot together. I really, really appreciate that because before meeting you, I spent a lot of time with them. But after meeting you, I want to be intentional with my time. I intentionally ask them for meetup instead of waiting for them to ask me
Right.
to meet up.
So it becomes more planned in a sense because you have to like plan a time to see them.
I would say so. Yeah, it becomes more planned. Yeah, and it's more intentional. Yeah, so I don't want it to be a situation where, once I got into a relationship, I disappear from this earth. And I know of this story. I used to have this one friend.
What?
Let's call her Vanessa.
Okay.
Okay, so Vanessa, she's a good friend of ours from our clique from secondary school days. And we'll always hang out. One day, Vanessa got into a relationship.
Oh.
And she disappeared. Disappeared from the group. When we will initiate meetup, Vanessa would not reply.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Like not even a, no, I can't make it. Sorry guys.
Yeah, it would just be...
Blue tick, ghost you.
Yeah, and gone. So, after some time, Vanessa's relationship did not work out. And Vanessa came back to the group.
Oh no.
And then, Vanessa met another guy.
Okay.
And Vanessa disappeared.
Again.
So this would go on for a while. And then Vanessa also moved to a further place from my friend group. I sort of understand where Vanessa is coming from because she moved house. And then...
Like she's physically away from you guys now. And also in a relationship.
Correct. Mentally, she's not there as well.
Oh.
Maybe because Vanessa really loved this guy.
Is
right?
Vanessa watching this podcast? What are the chances that she is?
I don't know if Vanessa is watching, but no, I just want to say I'm friends with Vanessa. But
you are still friends with Vanessa?
I'm still good friends with Vanessa. But some of my friends in the friend group, they feel a little bit unfairly treated. They feel like they are only there to support Vanessa when Vanessa needs help. And
when she's out of love.
When Vanessa finds someone, Vanessa is gone. So this is sort of the term that we use is hoes before bros. Have you heard of it? Hoes before bros or bros before hoes, right? In this context is hoes before bros because Vanessa puts her relationship before the friendship.
But well, I want to try to understand, like from a girl's point of view, sometimes being in love is a very beautiful thing to experience.
Correct.
But I do agree that a certain amount of balancing is needed.
Yes. I think relationship shouldn't take over your friendship. It should be it should be an add-on instead of a subtracting. That's why, for example, when I got together with you, I very consciously try not to move away from my friend group. And I think one thing we do really well, and you have taught me this, is that when we are together, we continue to hang out with our friends together. Instead of just one-on-one, we hang out with our friends together as a big group.
I realized that I spend a lot less time with my friends, but apart from getting the relationship, the other reason is also because work is piling up, right? And there's only this amount of hours I can get in a day, and I also need to clock sleep, stuff like that. So I'm also very grateful to my friends for understanding. I just want to give a big shout out to one of my longest time friends. His name is Shin. And you know Shin as well.
Shin,
He writes songs. He's an amazing friend to me. And he has been through with me through my past relationships. And he is so kind because he has never minded that whenever I stepped into a romantic relationship, I drifted away from him a little.
So you're a Vanessa?
No, I'm not. No, I never give up on him.
Okay.
Like when he texts, I reply, and I will try to see him for his birthday. We'll see him for Christmas, New Year, things like that. And it also helps that I have a friend group who is very keen on like coming out and having fun together. Tae Ying, for example, she loves to host.
Yes.
She's always hosting like parties at her place.
Shout out to Tae Ying and Si Han. Both of them.
You guys, do you know that, because of your parties, we have gotten like so much closer. At least to me, I feel like we've gotten so many more opportunities to just hang out together and build on our friendship. So like, these friends, I know we might not need to talk to each other every single day, but whenever we meet up, it's like time has never passed.
I agree. Same with my friend group. I feel like even though we don't meet as often now, but every time we meet, it's a quality conversation.
Yeah. And that's what that matters, isn't it?
That's right.
What was the first thing you feel like changed in your social life after getting together with me?
Honestly, because like I said earlier on, I don't have many friends. I actually gained more friends after being together with you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you
Yeah.
for saying that.
I think credits to you because when I got together with you, you are always pulling me into your friends group. Like your girlfriends, that bunch of girls, they are so nice to be with. And whenever they have a gathering, you are always asking me to come. To the point that sometimes I feel like, am I intruding into your girls' conversation? And then sometimes you were like, you know what, you give us the first 1.5 hours. And then after that, you can come and join us. Something like that.
Actually, before we meet every time with my JC girlfriends, right?
Yep.
I will always ask them, okay, is this like a girls only thing or are we also bringing our partners?
okay.
So
Yep.
only if they say, I'll be bringing my partner, then I'm like, okay, then I'll bring James along.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
So I actually feel the need to check in with them first because I don't want to intrude on our personal time as
Of
well.
course, of
I only
course.
see them maybe thrice a
Yes,
year, and
yes.
I want to make sure that every time I see them, we get like quality time blocked in.
Yep.
You
I
know
think
what
there are
mean?
some conversations that are meant to be reserved for girls only.
Yep,
And
of
some
course.
are boys only. Like my NS boys, shout out to you guys. The things that we talked about stays in the bunk. Okay?
Oh?
It will never go out of the bunk.
What kind of stuff?
Oh, it's spicy stuff.
Yeah, but did you feel like your friends reacted to the change like when we got together?
I feel like they reacted, but reacted well. Like when we got together, I think they were very happy. And then we meet up very often.
Yeah, I remember one of his female friends teared up knowing that James had gotten into a relationship.
Sandra.
Oh,
Shout out to Sandra. And we are always together having dinner, having lunch.
Yeah.
We are tighter than ever before after you join us. To the point that sometimes I feel like I want you to join us for our gathering. Yeah, I would prefer that you join us for our gathering. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yep.
So on this note, do you feel like our social groups have merged or have they maintained where they are? To a certain extent, I feel like we are merging our social circles quite a bit.
I would think so. Like your friends are my friends. My friends are your friends.
Did you ever feel the pressure to integrate fully?
Initially, the pressure comes from me being an introvert. Like suddenly I have to mingle and talk to a lot of your friends. But then I realized, hey, that's actually pretty fun. Like they are all very nice people. They are all very, there are some of your friends who are very extroverted. So that really helps. But whenever I go there, again, my intention is to, okay, I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm here to be more curious about the people around you and what they do. So I feel like that has shaped my thinking and my way of making new friends. Yeah, and because of my past, like in my poly days, I don't have a lot of friends. I feel like now it's the time for me to catch up, to make new friends so that, I don't know, beautiful things may happen.
Yeah, expand your social circle a bit,
Yes.
right? Sometimes when I bring James to a certain party and me being the extrovert that I am, I like to talk to a lot of people. Then sometimes I feel very sad or like a bit wary that, am I neglecting James? And I'll turn to look at him and I'll find him sitting in the corner of the room talking to, more often than not, a veteran in the industry, an elderly. I feel like he likes to exchange conversations with seniors.
Not just seniors, actually. I think, okay, this is a very hard step for me to take because, again, as an introverted person, you're asking me to talk to someone, let's say in the industry, a senior or someone who I've never met, but they've got high credibility. To me, it's a huge step to make. But I tell myself, this is an opportunity for me to make friends. This is an opportunity to
Learn more.
Correct. And to introduce myself as Hazy's partner. Because further down the road, we're going to meet many more times. And I don't want every meeting to be awkward. If I were to make friends with you now, we are set. Like the next time I meet you, we're good. Yeah, so that's my thought process. Talking about merging or staying separately as friends, I've got this interesting thing that I got reminded while I was preparing this episode.
Oh.
My parents. One very interesting thing I learned is that I've never really seen my parents hang out separately with their friends group.
That is so true.
Yeah, like from young, I've never seen my dad going out with their friends and my mom going out with their friends. Like it's always together.
Am I right to say this? It's usually like your mom's group of friends, then your dad like join your mom.
Actually
It's
true.
so
My
cute.
dad,
So cute.
honestly, I don't know or I have not met my
Your
dad's friend.
That's so
I've met my mom's and dad's friend. I've not met my dad's friend.
That's
Because
true,
my friend
because
have dad.
now that I think of it, me too.
Right? You too?
Like I've never seen your dad's friends.
Oh, yeah.
They are always your mom's friends. Or like they're combined friends, church friends.
Correct, church friends.
Yeah.
So when they go out, it's always a pair. Sometimes my dad stays at home because he's tired, or my mom goes shopping with her friends. And then my dad will go and pick her up. But they're always together, and they're always very excited to say, hey, next week we have this and this gathering together as a couple.
Aww.
And I feel like that's very healthy because, and I just want to say, it's healthy when both parties are okay with it. Personal opinion, because I feel like it's very important for me to know who your friends are and for you to know who my friends are, especially for guys. I think it's a very slippery road when guys start to have female friends whom your partner is not aware of.
Ooh.
And I want to be very careful about this because for guys, temptation sets in very easily. If I've got a female friend that you are not aware of, I feel like it's a red flag. And if you've got a guy friend that I'm not aware of and you don't want to introduce, that's a red flag. I'm okay with my partner having lunch or going out with another guy's friend, but the thing is, I got to know who that person is.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. So bringing back that story and like shining light on my own parents, right? My dad is a very introverted character. He almost doesn't like to go out at all.
Yeah.
Like on the weekends when you have time, he likes to stay home, doom scroll. That's the way of him recharging.
Yep.
And I love that for him. My mom, on the other hand, wow,
Yes.
so many friends. Monday, Wednesday, Friday with this group. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday with another group. And Sunday she goes chanting, right? She will always ask my dad to follow her, come along. But my dad would say, no, I don't want you go. I just stay at home. And mom would be like, okay. But what my mom does very well is she will come home and tell my dad everything that's happened. Oh, today this auntie blah, 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 she cooked for me. And then the auntie blah, 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 blah. So it's almost like my dad knows all of my mom's friends.
Right.
Even without being physically present.
Yep.
And that's very sweet. And there will be this uncle, if either my godpa or this other uncle that will send my mom home every time. It's just 顺路 along the way.
Yep.
Right? And she will always make sure my dad knows that, okay, this uncle will be giving her a lift home. I think that's very respectful and very nice.
Yes. Question to the floor. If you're watching from Spotify, YouTube, Me Watch, do you prefer to have friends that you only know or a group of friends who your partner know as well? What about you? What do you think?
What do you mean? Like, would I prefer to have a personal group of friends
Yes.
or I have my partner introduced to this group of friends?
Correct.
I would prefer for our social circles to be integrated actually. Because I feel like that's key to improving a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you exchange conversations with other friends or even other couples, you are learning and you're taking in new information yourself. And from there, you can be even more understanding to each other. That's what I think.
Okay, but I also know of some people who prefer to have their own group of friends.
Right.
Because of the support system. Because they feel like, okay, if I have my group of friends and if I have any problems and struggles with my partner, I have someone to talk to.
Right.
What do you think about that?
We call that venting, right? Sometimes you
Yes.
go to, your personal group of friends and then you vent about your partner. I feel like, it's healthy to have your personal group of friends. What you communicate to them with regards to your partners also matter a lot. You know what I mean? Like venting helps in the moment, but it can unintentionally paint a very one-sided picture. And it doesn't help that your friends don't know your other half, so they don't get to understand the other side of the coin.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree because, to put things 讲难听, it means you're gossiping about your partner with your group of friends. So I would prefer, personally, to, let's say we have a problem. And I think one thing we do is that we talk about it with other couples. And I would prefer it to have one guy and one girl, like a couple, who we are talking it to instead of one person. Because then we get a very balanced answer from both the guy and the girl's perspective.
Yeah, exactly. So advice can be grounding, especially if they come from friends who know you well. But if they don't, then too many voices can complicate matters quite a bit. And I feel like at the end of it, you have to come back to the both of you to see what feels right for this relationship.
I agree. Yeah, so if you have any thoughts you want to chime in on this matter, comment down. Let us know because different people, they have different beliefs. Different people, they have different opinions. And we will want to know what your opinions are when it comes to this matter.
Yep. But baby, have you ever considered this? Now we are seen more like a pair instead of individuals. I remember over the past Chinese New Year, Xu Huanjie was very kind. Like, she invited us to her place to celebrate Chinese New Year. But remember that day you were not feeling well.
Sick, yes.
You were very sick, so you stayed in to rest. So I had gone alone. But everyone who saw me at the party, not Xu Huanjie, everyone else, they all asked me, hey, where's James? Where's James? Why did you bring him along? So I feel like people are starting to see us as like a duo.
Correct.
A unit.
Yes. Even outside, when people, let's say, or I bump into some friends, they always ask, oh, where's Hazel? There was this person I bumped into outside. I don't know who she is. But when she saw me, the first question she asked, where's Hazel?
Oh, she's like a follower?
I think so, yeah.
Aww.
But I don't know who she is. The reason why I'm saying this is because I was so shocked that people would see us as a pair.
Oh, why?
And I mean, like, in a way that it's like almost you always have to be with me. And if you're not, then, where is she?
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, some of our couple friends, we always ask, oh, where's your other partner as well?
Yeah, like for example, today if we see Gladys Bay on the road, we'll
Of
definitely
course.
ask, oh, where's Marcus?
Yes.
If you see Tae Ying, we'll ask, hey, where's
Where's
Sihan?
Sihan? Yes,
Yeah, so
yes,
that's the
yes.
thing, right? Some listeners or some followers who have seen me in real life, they come up to me and say, hey, Hazel, I love your James and Hazel content, Where's he at, by the way? Then I feel like so sweet because, they are like, slowly integrating themselves into our new lives.
That's
This is
correct.
our
Yep.
new phase of life. And I'm very excited to share it together with them.
Yes, me too.
So friendships, support systems, I feel like they are very important for every relationship. And
Yes.
however we deal with these sort of systems, it's up to each couple individually. But also, we have to find a way that works for us. But all in all, do you think people generally see us as a pair?
I don't know. Like, I mean, if you are watching, let us know in the comments because I have no answers for this. I cannot tell from a third person perspective. But do you see us as a pair? Like, if you see us outside or if you're watching this, do you think we comes in a pair or is it okay for us to? Because let's say for my Instagram, for my own jameswong.kl Instagram, I feel like my followers follow me for James.
Yeah, follow you for being James the pianist.
Yes, correct. Some people, maybe if they are from Singapore, they know you as well, then yes, they see us as a pair. But yeah, for most of my followers, maybe they see me just as James the pianist.
So do you guys see us as a unit or like James the pianist and Hazel the radio DJ? Like what comes to your mind more? Let us know because we are genuinely so curious.
Yeah.
And to wrap up this episode, I just want to say, you don't really lose your friends when you get into a relationship, but your friendships do evolve based on the amount of time, the amount of emotional support that you can give your friends, right?
Yep.
And vice versa, when they get into a relationship, I feel like it's fair for me to expect that they will take some time away from me or they might not be able to spend as much time as they could have with me.
I think you can think of it as a filter system also. When you're getting a relationship, only the really solid friendship stays. And if some friendships got to be dropped, then that means maybe you need to cater more time for it, or maybe they are not as important as you think they are.
Ouch, that kind of hurts. But
It's the truth.
yeah, you know what? I feel like it's more than just my friends, your friends. It's more about our friends and growing this community that has always been sharing our story from day one till now. So
Amen.
to all friends out there, wishing you all the best. To all couples out there, all the best as well. We hope that, you've learned something from this episode and our sharing has benefited you.
Yep, if you have any thoughts about this episode, let us know in the comments and we'll see you in the next episode.
See ya!